Please, I want to go back to Garrett. His story was interesting. I want to see what happens.
Your sister can help us.
No, another person?
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
I'm telling you, if they keep jumping around, if they do like 18 people, you're not going to be able to follow it. But I think we're only going to stay... I mean, I know we're only sticking with the Foresters, so it won't be too confusing. But it's still going to be a lot to follow. But I guess I'm used to it from the show, so it's kind of whatever. I mean, even The Walking Dead, to an extent, is like that, too. Jumping between, you know, the different groups of people when they're separated or whatever. So this is Mira? M-I-R-A? Mira? Mira? Look at, what's this thing?
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Okay, so now we're in King's Landing. Joffrey is in power. We have, I'm going to try and avoid from spoiling anything like Season 4. It's basically like end of Season 3, half of Season 3 and Season 4-ish is kind of what I'm going to try and prevent. But yeah, Joffrey's still in power. I don't believe he's married yet. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now.
To remember him.
Asher seems like an interesting character. And I hope we get to meet him eventually. Now Asher, is he the uncle for them? Because he's not a child of the family. I think he's probably an uncle of either the mom or the dad. I'm not too sure though. Unfinished letter. Ooh. Nope. Oh, I think she was probably writing it to her dad, wasn't she? Or brother or something.
Father.
Yeah.
Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
I want to see Oberyn in the mountain fight. That'd be good to see in this. Anyone who hasn't seen that, that's something to see. You know, that's an event. What is that? Coal brazier? What is it? Is that like a oldish style heater? Oh, letter from Mom. Mama!
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Okay. So her role is going to be like an in-betweener. Like, get in between the families and like, stop fighting! Let's see here. They've got this weird, like this art style. Okay, I know this art style is a little different. Like if you look at the door here, there's like some weird like watercolor distortions. Oh, sorry. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Nah, you're good, dude. You're good.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Oh, I see. It was empty. What you doing, kid?
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You
pour that shit in there.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
You were eavesdropping?
Oh, not at all. I was just passing by and I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken.
No, you're
I
good.
hope
You're
not
good.
in any kind of trouble.
I don't know.
Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
That's depressing.
Good night, milady.
It's like 3. It's not night. It's like 1 p.m. Good night. Oh my god, is it really her? Hang on. We have
Lady
to hear.
Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
Oh my god, it's her.
Come, there's something we must discuss.
I like her a lot.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Be really sarcastic.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Uh-oh. So we gotta brown nose her, be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. Tyrion! Oh my god! He's my favorite.
You can do this.
Wait, did I say Tyrion? Tyrion? Wait, who did I say? What? I don't know who I said. Him! Dinklage! The Dinkelberg! He's my favorite.
Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Hey, it's really him.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission,
That smug
allow me
look.
to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her.
No shit!
Yes,
I
Your
shouldn't have done
Grace.
that.
To the one true king.
See?
The one
No!
true
It was
king.
Joffrey.
Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said.
No! As soon as I clicked it.
I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
Oh, dicks. I agree, Your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. Is it any
What?
wonder you were so impertinent to ask which king deserves your loyalty? If you have any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
We kind of already did.
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Motherfucker, she's a clever
see.
bitch.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Fuck her.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My
I
sense
hate-
is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Oh, it bothers
course, Your
me.
Grace.
This is the most like that look. They do it so well. Hi, Tyrion.
I'll walk you out.
Thank you.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the North.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Margaery was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Margaery.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margaery might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Oh god, that makes you just so anxious. That's what the show, they do a very, very good job at replicating how the show makes you feel while you're watching it. Especially with the character talk. Like, not even like the action scenes, just like characters talking. They do it so well.
Mira, I was worried.
Yeah, I'm okay.
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Margaery has spent the entire